get a little bit of a bright spot, kind of like right in the center here. And set this down to here, here. Stay closed. I want a really light color that's going to come up in through here. I'll tell you one second. Turn the page, here we go.
Can you tilt back a little bit so you can see over the drop?
Back?
Like your head, so you can see over there. There we go. That's it.
So is there anything here you think you can't do?
Me? Or Liberty?
What are you thinking? That looks pretty doable.
Yeah.
The thing that I think people are always so
Going
surprised
slow.
at, it's very slow.
Not rushing.
You're not rushing at all, and the latex prosthetic, you have to get it right that first time. Right? You can't undo that. And it takes a little bit of practice, but what really begins to happen is the amazing thing about it is you will definitely achieve a look that's completely realistic if you have that sort of edge gone. Because look at her nose, like you can't see anything there. No, there's definitely not any kind of edge. And it's comfortable for the actor to wear. I want to get a little bit.
I don't even think, it doesn't even feel like my top of my nose is touching it.
Mm-hmm. Just keep up some of those highlights there. Here. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a few other things here to this. Some of the blotchiness of that comes in here. But I'm going to powder this, and then I'm going to work with some of the cream paints, okay? Just because it's kind of a nice mix of that. And once you get everything done on here, and you powder that, then you can use the cream paints. So just your, the wheel that you have, keep your eyes closed, right? You'll see how just the differences in the color will really make a big difference. So I don't have to worry about her nose moving at all. Change the color wheel over there. And the difference.
You look different. Put it on the screen.
I can't even tell it's not you.
Funny.
Alright. So,
Like if my whole face is like this, do you think my mother would recognize me? I think so. My jawline is still the same. It says my mom.
we might change that.
I know that. My mom, if she knows anything, she knows my jaw.
I think it might give her pause, that's for sure.
It's such a...
Okay, so I'm using some of the yellow here.
The mustard.
Just to pop that in there.
Does that yellow going on read okay on this TV? Can you see
Yeah,
where
you
it?
can see
You
it.
can see where the yellow is. Okay.
Yeah.
This little screen is not so good.
From the side, it doesn't look good at all, but when you walk over there, it looks pretty cool.
I mean, like, yeah, on the little on camera,
Oh,
like
right.
thing, like you can't see it super good. But,
Let's take a little bit of this like purpley red sort of color.
close. Yeah, I can't see it as
Yeah.
much on this, but like it really does
Doesn't it look?
have a saggy sort of.
It does. That's what I was gonna say too. It's amazing how just so suddenly it becomes real. Like before, it just looked like
I like that part stuff.
really two-dimensional, and now it's gross. I'm ready for the day. Hey guys, welcome back to my
Guys,
channel.
come up here and look at this because this is really taking out some direction.
Smash that like.
Classic everyday look.
Hold everything up in front of your hands.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Say you need
This
the
is
lights
my,
to show the darks and you need the darks to show the
mustard
lights.
foundation.
So what I'm going in here and doing is really putting in a lot of
Yeah,
the
that's
shadows.
always people were asking for every day.
Meg, I want to see you like do this practical like Halloween joke on someone at Sephora.
Oh my god, well I haven't worked there for like 2 months now, but
Just go back for the
Roll
day.
up.
yeah, but I go through the whole application process again just to do
No,
that.
no, just show up in your uniform and like just start working.
I still have it, I could. Some
uniform
brutal
for what?
lady walks in and she's like, I want to look young, and then I just do that.
Yo, trust me, it looks good.
I love those like, well, I would say the kind-hearted public experiment things.
Yeah.
where they like go in and they like listen to like funny music and pretend to have headphones in, but then it's like unplugged.
You have to stop looking.
So this great one. It was a video about laughter being contagious. And it's just this guy looking at his phone on like a super crowded
I've seen
subway.
that.
It's
It's so sweet.
so wholesome. And
It's
he's
so
just
wholesome.
laughing like uncontrollably. Like
And
he can't
everyone
keep it.
else is
And then the
laughing.
entire subway car starts also laughing.
I love that.
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Super wholesome.
That works with yawning too.
Yeah.
You just walk
Yeah.
around yawning if it's just
Except sociopaths.
That's true. Do you think dogs yawn when you yawn? No, right?
I yawn
They're
when
not-
dog yawns though.
I yawn when my
Yeah,
dog
why not?
yawns.
Something my dog will do is if I'm like touching him and I inhale really deep and then stop, he'll hold his breath with me and then release when I do.
That's really cute.
He's so cute.
Oh my god.
I miss my dog.
I miss my dog too.
I get to see my puppies this weekend. That's great.
There's like on above the lash line.
It's right above the lash line. Okay. And then look up.
And this is right below
It's right below the lash.
the.
I'm going to rest my finger here so I can study. I'm kind of using the side of my pencil. Like right in the lash and kind of smudge.
It's fine. I can barely feel your finger. I can feel the pressure, but not the.
Right. Take that and just smudge it a little bit so it looks less linear. Look up. So when you guys are looking at your drawings, right, if you can't see the edge of the eye, right, you want to do something and that's going to define it, right? So that there's a difference between the highlight and the low light. Okay. And this just comes up and is going to become more of a shadow. So I'm kind of blending that edge up. And it's like giving her a little bit of shadow that's defining the eye. So you don't want it to look like eyeliner, you want it to look like a shadow. Okay.
That's your shoulder there, a little bit more.
Okay. And I want to do a little bit more work in just the basic sort of areas where you would put some more shadow, so she has a little bit more definition to those places. So like in this area here, this is pretty quick. But I'll pull some of this down to here, some of this down into there. just define the jawline a little bit. Here. And the shadow at the side of the face, like Renee, this is what we were talking about, like the shadow that goes on the side of the forehead. Oh, I'm talking to myself.
So do those illustrated paints, they go down just fine on the latex itself?
Yeah. Yeah, the illustrated paints are intended for that.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Do maybe a little bit more definition on the side of the nose here. To make it look a little longer. And this will pump out the nasal fold a little bit more. And don't forget the underside of your nose, inside here and here. Gotten that kind of round there, like that. And then 1, 2. This is that's just with a liner here, I'm just going to accentuate a little bit of lines. Shadow it through here. I'm going to get this a little bit more defined here. And I'm just going to do this by kind of spinning the pencil in kind of a dotted line above that highlight. I'm going to drag it across. My effort here is to highlight, or to accentuate the highlight by putting a dark next to it. See what I just did?
Oh, wow, yeah.
Right, that makes the highlight really stand out. Right? But if you try to draw across that area of the face, you're just going to pull the skin. Okay? So all I did was take the pencil, right, and turn it a little bit in each space. And it's like you're doing a continual dotted line. But you're leaving the highlight so that you're accentuating the highlight. You see what I did? Right? That really pops that highlight. Okay. Let's take and do a little bit of texture to that. This brush. And I'm going to use these colors together. Keep your eyes closed, okay? So I'm kind of giving you a bit of a gray wash.
Oh, got it. My eye a little bit.
Which one?
Just like in the corner of it, so I'm just gonna keep it closed.
Let it evaporate. It takes about 30 seconds to evaporate. And what that does is kind of kill any of the separations between any of what you've used. Close your eyes. A little bit red as well. There you go. One thing that's really big and sticking out, like a sore thumb, is her lips, right? Let's spin this. Oh, shoot.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Not to worry. We have something else. And you always have a backup too. Some kind of scar.
Yeah, a little bit.
wet eyeliner. Very, very subtle.
So you said one thing we can do to make the lips disappear is to put the foundation right over it. Would you do
Yeah.
the same thing with these paints?
Oh, you can.
Paint right over the lips?
I just wanted to leave some color here.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of roll your lips together. Okay. Stay there. We have that. And then this.
Did you say, oh shoot?
What?
Just walks in the room, looks at my face. Oh shoot.
Who's that?
Nah, it's me. I didn't see the texture.
Yeah, he's did a.
Sprinkle brush.
I remember doing that in elementary school, making those picture this guy.
I want you to watch what happens in just the difference of adding the white to this. You have to work only in different beiges and things like that. Your lips. What we got? Turn this way so I can see to the side. Some gross texture going on. Use a little more white.
What's your head, man?
Now for something a little bit more oozy.
Can I take your shine highlighter? Just tap it.
If you want it to kind of shine a little bit and look like it's sort of oozing on different areas, you can take that.
Oh yeah, put a little shiny shine on there.
And it gives it another texture, a little bit of glisten.
Would you put any blood on there or no?
Depends on the design. I still think this
Sorry, I'm
is.
messing with the video.
No, no, that's right. This to me is like when I look in the video, this feels a little bit separate, so I'm gonna put a little bit more shadow in here. So come and look on this side, in the area where we're looking on the TV. Come look on this side. You know what I mean? From here, you guys. Audrey and Christian. So stay like right there. Okay. Now slowly turn the other way. Just kind of keep going slowly. Stop. Okay. So these I would still highlight. Okay. Above here and here. I might blend so good a little bit more white down here, maybe here. But this part here is working pretty well. This part is better. We definitely have this texture. Turn the other way again. Right. This line here, right, is really pretty strong. And you kind of have to look at that on stage and see if that's too strong or if you want to cover that out or something like that. But you've got some cool stuff. This is definitely working in terms of like the reverse shadow, where you're actually shadowing the top as opposed to going in between all those lines. It would be kind of fun to do like a jelly kind of thing here and paint like this area up so that this begins to sag. You know, that could work too. But this, I think here, I might blend a little bit more of that down now that I see it from there. But I think we're in relatively a good place. Let's add a couple of things on this to take it to like a different level, and you'll see how quickly you can change. Right? So stay there.
In this position.
Yep. I think if we start adding stuff that looks like it's dripping or blood in these kind of areas. So it looks like some sort of like road rash. And then with a very quick addition. So many things out. Here it is.
It's so weird looking at you do that and not being able to feel it.
Oh my god, that's really gross. I don't like that.
Just in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
So
What happens there?
So the second now, if we did,
What the hell?
there you go. Right. So if we did things like that, where like some sort of yellow pus was coming out of it or something like that, you have like all these cool things going on that you can use in different ways.
Be dead, ready?
Wow,
That's just so much worse watching you do it from back here. Oh no.
There is, like this white seems a little bright. So like looking at it from a distance, you want to see what that did. The blood in the nose. So if you're thinking of characters, how do you use these techniques? You know, that's what I want you to be thinking of. Like, how do you apply this to different things? Right? Turn the other way, profile. Yeah. What's really cool is that you really can see the difference between her nose and the latex nose. You know, and that's a pretty sweet thing. Now, if we took her hair and just kind of covered that edge and made it white on that side, right? You have something that's really kind of good. Thank you. See it when she smiles. Look at that. Right? You have all right.
Okay, that's not.
Selfie time. There you go. All right, that's pretty cool.
I wanted to see how it looks like when she rips it off. I know, so much.
It's going to take a while. That's why I stopped now. Okay. But the important thing is that you realize that all of these things can be in different places on the face. You know, that if you want a bullet hole, you just do a clean line of latex, right? And you pop it open a little bit, and then you make it really thick with the fake scab. Right? That's a really simple thing to do. Right? But if you want texture, right, then this is kind of a good way to build it up without the wax.
Should I take the hair down? See what it looks like?
Just if you want to, so that we kind of get a sense of the side of it, like that, and kind of make it look a little stringy around it. There you go.
I'm gonna wash my hair, don't worry.
So I've given her a lot of different facial texture. I've given her a lot of like wounds.
If you do this,
deformity.
then-
Oh, there you go. No, but it's the kind of thing where you learned a lot of different ways to build up the skin today. You know, but applying the latex thing, I'm so glad that it went really well today because you have to get it right the first time. Because if that folds in on one side as you're doing it and it glues to itself, you gotta take the whole other side off and then you like take alcohol and get it smooth again and then you gotta start all over. Okay? But that's a pretty good blended edge, you know? And like that would never be on stage as a separate note.
I completely forget where it is.
Should I go far away from you so you can see it?
You wanna do it, like stand over here by the wall, right? And let's look at you from there. But I wanna give you time to get out of it because it'll take a while.
Is that what's going to happen next?
Say what?
Should I stop this recording?
Oh, sure.
This recording.
Yeah.